Grand Rising, my friends. I guess I've been kind of sort of on fire in the last several days, sharing almost every day, backing out of my driveway. It's a very narrow street, not crazy about it. Been considering my relationships, and not just relationships in present day, but over the course of my life. And it's something that I remember the words being mentioned, reactive attachment disorder, and primarily that occurs when a child, early childhood, is either deprived of or doesn't receive that bonding experience. And I go back to my childhood. When I was born, I was born with subdural hematoma, bleeding on the brain. There was some developmental issues when I was born. My mother almost died. I almost died. Blah da 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 da. But I was in an incubator right from the start. Once I was born, I was in an incubator right from the start for about a year, a bit over a year, I believe, and basically the only contact I had was, rubber gloves reaching into an incubator. There was just a whole bunch of stuff wrong with me, health-wise, bleeding on the brain, that whatever. And going to my relationships nowadays, and over the course of my life, when you fail to form that bond with either a parental figure or another human being at a young age, it can have a lasting effect on basically you get to a certain point, or at least in my experience, I get to a certain point where I would describe the relationship as becoming intimate. And I don't mean, I mean on whether it's a friend or a family member or intimate. You're growing in a understanding, and it's becoming a deeper relationship. And it's almost as if there's a line in the sand where I seem to not be able to get any farther. I can give you all of this, but nothing more. And that was definitely something that I remember as a kid, and it on some level goes to trust and whatever. But I've been noticing it, sadly, I've been noticing it I'm going to say over the last couple of months, several months, where relationships, long-time relationships, new and old, but longer periods of time, where I'm finding myself like I have engaged in this relationship, in integrity, in my integrity, absolutely. There are deep feelings and emotions and sensations and caring and compassion, but it goes to that level, and it doesn't seem to ever want to exceed that level. And I'm finding myself in that position again, and I don't want to fucking go there. I want to continue on. I want to break that cycle. So on some level, this is an intention that I am not going to repeat that cycle yet again, where I get to a certain point and I cut things off. You know what I mean? I want to continue on in these relationships. I desire, I will, my will. What do I want? What do I desire for my life? And I want to experience the fullness of my relationships within myself, and primarily I've got to, that's where we have to start, within ourselves, within myself. but I want to break that cycle. I want that cycle broken. It is broken. Speaking it out loud, I've broken that cycle. I'm taking the steam out of it. I'm taking its power back. I'm taking the power it's stolen from me and reclaiming it. And, there are some just amazing people in my life over the last couple of years. And I am so fucking grateful for those relationships. 2 years ago, I couldn't even have verbalized this. I could have had the thought about it and, well, what's going on? But the way that they've mirrored me and guided me and just, been a friend, be the kind of friend that you'd like to have, and people loving me until I could love myself, just a very brief, I hate that word too. A brief ramble this morning, but just something very, very in the forefront, in my heart, in my mind. I want to break that fucking cycle. I want to continue on in growing and not cut things off. This is as far as I can go. I'm gonna, reactive attachment disorder. I can't possibly go any farther because I don't know how. Well, I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure that shit out. And with the help of my friends, very kind, compassionate, understanding friends, I would like to break that cycle. So if you could hold some space for me as I traverse this, and I would be certainly welcome to any input, insight, direction, guidance, experiences that you've had perhaps along those lines. Bring it, because I want to break this cycle. This cycle is broken, and I will not allow this to have an adverse effect in my life, in the relationships that I have, and possibly even heal some collective energy. Who knows? But much love, you guys. Peace and love that surpasses all understanding. And have a wonderful, glorious day. I'm off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Going to work. It's going to be a good day. Later, you guys. Thank you.